People used to say that you could find a Starbucks on every block. Well, now the same is being said about advertisements for the drug Ozempic.
I just asked.
I asked. It's plastered over streetcars, on displays at Blue Jays games, they're on billboards, in airports, on your TV, and people have started to notice. So what is Ozempic? Well, it's a drug that you self-inject, kind of like an EpiPen, and it's approved by Health Canada for the treatment of type 2 diabetes. And it essentially works to lower your blood sugar, but it also suppresses your appetite, and some see it as a quick fix solution for weight loss.
In recent months, the drug has become a national phenomenon for a different benefit: weight loss.
Ozempic, the diabetes medication that's widely hailed as a miracle weight loss drug.
It's a miracle. It's too good to be true. Yeah.
And sure enough, there's already been an increase in the number of Canadian patients asking for the drug for that specific purpose. And beyond that, there's an explosion of, let's call them, unofficial Ozempic ads for weight loss.
So let's talk how to speed up your results while on Ozempic.
Just finished week 1 on Ozempic. Now it's time to take my second dose.
Week 7 of Ozempic.
So here we are, a year on Ozempic.
You have people on TikTok or YouTube or whatever selling the product as if it's a magic drug. So Canadians can get access to that information as well. All they have to do is take the name of the drug and Google it.
So there are concerns being raised about the marketing onslaught. You know, doctors and medical experts have described them as too aggressive, even disturbing. So is it legal and is it ethical? Direct-to-consumer ads for prescription drugs are generally prohibited under Canada's Food and Drugs Regulation. However, a loophole in its interpretation allows pharmaceutical companies in Canada to run what are called reminder ads, where the ad says the name of the drug without saying what conditions it treats. Usually these ads will include the line, "Ask your doctor."
Is Ozempic right for you? Just ask your doctor.
We've got literally decades of research that demonstrate in Canada, in the US, in Europe, that when people go to their physician and ask for a drug, they're much more likely to get it prescribed. Particularly in a context where we're dealing with physicians who are massively overworked and are maybe seeing 40 or 50 patients a day. So they got 5 minutes. They're going to give a prescription.
So in the case of Ozempic, people might be interpreting these ads in different ways because it's not explicitly stated what the drug's intended use is, so people who want to lose weight will inevitably ask their doctors about the drug, even though Ozempic is not approved as a weight loss treatment in Canada.
This is the nature of most drug marketing, because what they want to do, pharmaceutical companies, is get into our heads the idea of a medication as a response to a particular problem.
So you see the cheery, hopeful ads, you've already made the association between Ozempic and weight loss thanks to all those social media influencers you follow, and the drug makers stay on the right side of the law the whole time. But what about whether this kind of ad campaign is ethical? Well, it's complicated. You know, yes, it is technically diabetes medication that we're talking about here, and there have been crippling shortages of it because so many non-diabetics are buying it. But it's worth noting, Ozempic is identical to another drug that is approved by Health Canada for weight loss. It's called Wegovy, and it's made by the same company that makes Ozempic. It's the exact same medicine, same injector, even very similar doses, but the packaging is different, the name is different, and it is prescribed all the time for people who struggle with their weight. So Ozempic being used for weight loss isn't the wildest off-label use we've ever seen, but that's not to say there aren't risks.
Health products, particularly medications, are not like consumer products. They are dangerous potentially. They normally require clinical expertise to help guide the choice of the appropriate medication for that individual with their particular circumstances. The moment we take that out of a trusting relationship between a health professional and a patient, and put it into the public space as if it's just a consumer product, we're putting people at huge risk because the product wasn't designed for consumers.
This idea of commodifying medicine, putting patients really in the driver's seat where their idea of treatment may be very different from a doctor's. You know, that's what some experts say is the broader danger here. Buying medicine, after all, isn't like buying a t-shirt or a phone, right? It's a little bit more complicated than that.
The moment you start using it off-label in a population it wasn't designed for, well, you're opening a Pandora's box of possible risks. So people may be putting themselves in a situation where they're guinea pigs. So leveraging those possibilities to say, look, folks, we know there's this social media buzz. Be very careful. It's not the miracle pill. It has side effects. Yes, it doesn't look as dangerous as many other medications that are taken off-label, but nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, that's pretty gross, right? I mean, you're taking this to lose weight and then it's making you sick.
So what's the bottom line? Well, look, off-label use isn't exactly a new thing, but the reach of drug makers today, even while staying within the confines of the law, is far wider than we've ever seen before. And for something that, again, was originally intended as diabetes medication for diabetics to be commandeered for an altogether different purpose, well, maybe experts say that's worth thinking twice about. We'll be right back.